began with my stage manager getting booted, so he couldn't get here on time, with me putting on the heat and making sure the squirrels who run the belts and the heat take care of business. Our Jesus was ticketed and is in court now trying to fight the ticket, and he's got a show in an hour. That's this morning, the matinee, and we've got about 600 parochial school kids coming in from all over, all of them excited. That's the day in the life of the Park Theater. We're very happy to be here. We're very happy to be alive. We're very happy to present the Passion Play for the 99th season. Coming up 2014 will be the 100th show. So we've got some exciting moments to look forward to. Between that and now, though, we've got work. And the work is to try to find funding, and that's the life of the theater. In 1915, the community was more Irish, German, Polish. They came together, and at the behest of Pope Benedict XV, who was crying out for peace on earth because of the World War, we answered the pledge of the Pope and created this Passion Play. It was really well received, and the parish supported it, and the community supported it, and they built the Park Theater.
I know my aunt was in the play probably in 1940. She was in it. She brought her 2 sons. She brought her brother, his wife, their 2 kids. My sister somehow got involved. They brought me here at an early age. I think they were just babysitting me. My aunt was the wardrobe mistress, they called it. So she was in charge of all the costumes. And somewhere along the line, I'm not sure exactly where, maybe 63 or 64, they put me in a scene. Not only did I not speak, I didn't move. And that was my part for a couple of years. I knelt in front of Christ with my hands up and my head tilted, and it was a tableau.
I just always remember the big sign outside the theater, the Passion Play, and that was something that everybody always looked forward to, you know, and that's why I said when I was a kid I always wanted to be in the show, and everybody knows here, the Park Theater, and when you mentioned the Passion Play at the Park Theater, oh, I know that place.
I'm sure you've spoken to some of the cast members, and for them it's a pilgrimage, for them it's a community service. For many of them it is a connection to God, but ultimately when you reduce everything down, it becomes a human adventure.
What keeps me coming back? Wow. The play is important to me, very, very important. Roots. I met my wife here, the young lady who made this costume. And we are married now 23 years, just about.
I just love being able to honor and remember the story of Jesus, and the show itself does it in a fun and exciting way that you come out feeling so happy and faithful and hopeful.
It's a family tradition, it's a Lenten tradition, it's my way of, you know, I've said in the past, people give up candy, I give up my time. The play is, you know, the play has been part of my life, my whole life almost. And I'm a person of tradition. I've been here for a long time. That's just the way I am, I think.
Right now, a lot of the people are working as volunteers, and we can volunteer for a certain amount of time, but then after that, there has to be some way of being able to continue the mission with some kind of operating budget.
We need something to happen structurally to fill the theater many, many, many times in the season. That's what we need, and I think that's still doable. It's not an easy thing to do, but it's what we need.
We're striving to create the known reality of what we can be. A community center, a place of art and love and trust and storytelling.
This theater, beautiful. It's beautiful. The first time I get here, like the tryouts or the rehearsals, I walk in and I'm just overtaken by it. And after the last performance, you'll probably find me wandering around for a few minutes because even though some years have been really long with 18 and 19 performances and 1,000 rehearsals that last for 27 hours a day, it seems like, don't want to leave.
It's a challenge. Everything you do in this play is a challenge. It's a challenge because our purpose is to get that audience to know Christ better and to begin to incorporate His teachings, His love, His compassion in our own lives.
I grew up in Hudson County also, so Park Theater has always been something that, it's always been something on the periphery of my identity. They asked me to take a lead role, and I wanted to answer the question, why is the park here? And why should the Park Theater exist, and why should it not be raised and create condos or parking? And as being a Catholic and Jesuit raised, I am by Jesuit DNA stubborn, and I have a passion for theater, and theater is a ministry, and I believe passion play is a ministry. So it's a good combination. I would like nothing more than to turn around and see a new beginning and allow the Park Theater to be a presence in the community. One of the things that keeps screaming into my ear is that the iPod or the iPad or the smartphone, they are not replacements for storytelling, and the theater needs to go on.